Ready. I'm 25.
Get your swarm on.
51. Down.
55.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 38, Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many runs in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Kill. Lose your off Parker.
You think you gonna get this?
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 61.
Go.
Bree's going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Mike 61.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and that'll make it third down.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On third down, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got it first and goal at the 6.
Hey, high 7. 59.
Now Breeze. His pass caught at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They come out here in the I. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So it's third and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. The Saints on fourth down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Lamar Miller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey,
51.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Check, 47. You don't know no better.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Hey, team 6.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. We take a look ahead at what's to come later tonight. Sunday Night Football, it'll be the Vikings and the Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And then tomorrow night, we've got the Seahawks and the Niners from Levi. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big pickup of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him. As I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mike 61, Mike 61. Here I come. Mike 61, Mike 61.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go, here we go. Mike, check, 59. All right.
Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to fire one deep over, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Bucky Hodges, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. What's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We play to win. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
The Falcons and Saints, they aren't strangers to one another. That's no secret. They were founded 1 year apart back in the 60s, their first meeting in 1967. And neither franchise had much success through the 70s and 80s, but boy, has that changed in recent memory. And the Falcons holding the all-time series advantage 52-48. And one of the more memorable matchups, certainly between the two teams, September of 2006. It was a reopening of the Superdome following the devastation from Hurricane Katrina the year prior. The Saints winning that one 23-3. And now they meet here in this one as part of the NFL 100 series. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
56. Right there. 56.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a
Again, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Let's get off the field. Check it backer, check it backer.
You're good, you're good. Right forward, right.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
47 Mike, 47 Mike.
From the shotgun, Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role?
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Ready? Yellow lady.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
Ready, set.
To throw is Breeze. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check, 47.
Check. You gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
No.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Gets fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike 61. Here we go. Joker.
Now Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze, pass incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
59 Mike. Check, 59.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go.
11. Easy.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hodges. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. On first down, Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Young lady.
I'm coming for you. You mind? Quick the edge.
Come. Easy, opposite. You kid.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. On the move to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Come on.
Now Breeze on third down. And Gibbs got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty...
That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Slam.
Protein spill. 21.
Now it's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Mike 61, Mike.
21.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Mike 61, Mike 61.
Hey, Alpha.
61.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Breeze. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses, It's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Evades the tackler, and now some space. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 95, 56.
59. We don't want this.
Sammy.
59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing them.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Pilot, 64, weak, 22. Hey, echo.
Here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
65.
Hey, zoom.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike 61, Mike 61.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tariq Cohen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have moved out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mark 55, Mark 55.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Hula. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 42 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the
board. Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Ready, Blue 80. Back 25. Got it. Motion.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. Freeman a 1st down and more. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 35 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tavecchio good on the extra point. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? You ready? You kill.
Mike 61, Mike 61.
Breeze now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
We're good.
To throw, it's Breeze. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A well-executed 22-yard gain. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Brees now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check right, check right.
Now Brees. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight. Spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
61. Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike 61. Mike 61.
Hey, exit.
Brees going to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
53.
Brees now. Looking long for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. A big play. Brees finding Thomas. 41 yards. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Check 59, Mike.
Into the red zone, it's Brees. And it'll be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
20-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Freeman. Demario Davis there on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make
a big seam, and he might go all the way. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. 12. Pretty quiet.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Thomas the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready? You ready? 0-2.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Mike, check. 59.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check.
Check 59.
Breeze now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike's 59. Mike's.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, tight. 59 Mike. Check. 59. I got you, son.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
36.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
1st down, Falcons.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 32-yard line.
25.
3 bucks.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis,